Hello everybody, welcome. We are here today at Topgolf. We are meeting some friends and family and we're going to hang out and have a little bit of fun at Topgolf today. What did I say? Topgolf? Topgolf. And we're going to find out which one of us is the best, which one of us is actually good at this and which one isn't. But, you know, once we discovered that they had actually created golf for lazy people, we were all in.
It's me.
So here we are today. We are at our awesome little bay here on the third floor at Topgolf. We just settled in, got our names added into the little kiosk system, picked our game, and we're about to get started. So I couldn't be more excited. If you've never been to Topgolf, it's a pretty cool place. Like I said, it's kind of like golf for lazy people. People who don't want to like go out on the course and drive around or lug their clubs around. It's kind of this nice little bay. You can actually play courses on this actual bay. It's all digital. You can like choose different places to do things, try to hit targets. I mean, it's actually really fun. It's a fun variation of a driving range. And people who are not interested in golf, it may seem like something that is not for you, that it's kind of boring and you don't play golf and it doesn't sound like something fun. I promise you, you should give it a try because it's meant for groups of people to enjoy. So we've got 5 of us today. You could split the cost. It's like $50-ish for an hour to play for no matter how many people are in your bay. We've got 5 people, so divided by $50 divided by 5 people, that's $10 for an hour's worth of fun. You can also order food, drinks, all sorts of stuff. Alcoholic beverages, non-alcoholic beverages. They have appetizers. They've got entrees. It's a really cool place to hang out. And it's really fun to make fun of everyone else when they miss their balls or they hit their balls very poorly. There's a lot of competition involved. It doesn't have to be competitive. It can just be fun. It just depends. But it's a great place to hang out, spend a couple of hours here with friends, and just kind of relax. It's kind of like happy hour with golf if you want it to be. It's super fun for families, kids, adults, doesn't matter the age. It's a blast.
You missed the one she just got in.
I got that one.
You missed my good one. Third time's not the charm.
Yeah. What's up?
I hit the ground.
That's what I do.
I wish it wasn't on video.
Just like that. So far, so good, folks. I am winning. I'm winning, of course.
Not anymore.
Whatever. I'm sitting here relaxing. Got some drinks already, just hanging out. I think everybody's getting kind of warmed up, you know. We're trying to hit those targets. So we got a couple of different games. A couple of different game options you can play. You can either aim. There's games where you can sort of aim for the different colored targets, and depending on like the further away targets are more points, obviously, than the close-in targets. But there's also games where it will actually every time you take a shot, it will choose a hole for you that you're supposed to try to hit. You get different points for that. So there's a bunch of different types of games that you can play, and then all the scores are sort of kept up here on this board. You can see Wendy right now she's in first place, but she does have more balls hit than everybody else. So I'm in second. Carl's there in third. Austin and Candy aren't on the board yet, but they're a couple balls behind. So
Didn't even go in a thing though. We went by one. Hey, see? I'm hitting them, but they're not going in a hole. I don't know how to aim. I can't aim. How do you aim?
And they do have all the clubs here, so you don't actually have to bring your own clubs. You can. They have slots here for your club bags. You can set them here. But they do have clubs here for, they do have right-handed and left-handed clubs available. They also have women's and they have men's clubs, really just depending on your height or what you're comfortable with as far as like the length. So they do have different stuff, and you can try pitch, you can work on your irons, your drivers, your woods, if you will, and then pitching wedge as well. Austin, what are you hitting for? What are you going to try and hit?
The white one.
You're going for the white?
Yep.
Furthest one out there?
Yep, let's see.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to hit it, but
See how it goes.
that or the cart. That almost hit the cart.
Well, technically you hit the white. You just hit, it was the sand that you hit and not the white ring.
That's probably what I meant.
Too bad you don't get points for that. Now there is a red line here. So the way it works is don't cross this red line unless you're the one hitting. Otherwise, you could very well get hit by the club. I heard that one. You topped that one. Probably didn't go very far. Austin tried to cheat and hit it in that little red thing down there. Look right down there. See that little red thing? He tried to cheat and hit it down there because he wanted more points. He only got 1 point for it. 1 point.
I said Wendy and Austin.
Anywhere you go, you belong.
I wonder, Max and Austin, I feel like are getting done around the same time, maybe?
I'm not meant for golf at all.
Dad made me get that.
These people over there got some food that look pretty good. They got a pizza, they got some french fries, some wings, some chicken, I don't know, got a little wine. So yeah, they have actually pretty good food here. We've gotten it before.
Yeah.
I cannot hit it.
All right, Carl, what are you aiming for?
So here we are at Top Golf. I'm terrible. I just come to like have a social thing to do. It's fun. I'm good. I'll hit like 5 balls, and that's all I want to hit. I just want to sit and like drink my Diet Coke and talk to the people sitting on the couch. But it's just something to do. I typically don't order the food here. Sometimes I do, but it's kind of expensive. It's not kind of expensive, it's very expensive. So we're not eating here tonight, but the food is good. Okay, I was watching Carl, he did really good.
It's gonna make it, it's gonna make it.
What was I gonna
Yep,
say?
made it right in there.
What was I going to say? What was I
You got 30
going to
points.
say? I'll do like really well on like 1 ball, and then and people are like, oh, she's good. And then I'll hit like 7 where I just like hit the ground. Or like whip it. Whip? Is that how you say it? Guys, I don't sport. I am not an athlete. I do not play golf. I do not play anything. What's nice about this, I remember what I was going to say. What's nice about Top Golf is even in the winter here, like in Ohio, it doesn't really matter as much in Florida because it's warm all the time. But here in Ohio, when it's like freezing cold and there's like snow on the ground or whatever, you can come play to Top Golf and they have these heaters, even though it's outside. It even kept me warm, the heaters did, and that's saying something because I'm always freezing. And it's just a fun thing to do, and you feel like you're kind of doing something outside.
It's for the game.
in the miserable weather, because to me, Ohio's cold weather is miserable. And you're having fun outside, and you're warm, and having fun with your friends. So yeah, come to Topgolf if it's like a rainy day or cold or whatever.
On the scoreboard, looking pretty good here. Steve, check it out. 84 points, 11 balls hit.
Hey, Carl and I are gonna catch up.
Still time to catch up. Candy is hitting hers now. See what happens. You got it in the hole? Which one did you get? Oh, you got the yellow. Yeah, you got it in the yellow right there. You got 4 points for that. Yum, that fried chicken heat witch looked pretty good. And cheesy macaroni bites. Yum. So, fun fact about me is I actually was on the high school golf team.
Is it really?
Yeah, legitimately.
If I'm just mid-
Nerd alert!
I didn't know that.
I played all sports. I played like soccer, football, baseball, basketball, all my, when I was younger, all growing up. I played pretty much every sport, volleyball. But, in high school, a friend of mine was like, hey, let's play golf. I was like, okay. So we joined the golf team. And so I learned actually how to golf pretty well. I used to be really good, but I don't really golf that much anymore, so I'm not so good, but I'm okay.
I'm terrible.
Same.
I'm
I
absolutely
can't
terrible.
golf.
Yeah, but I
can play softball.
yeah, Wendy used to play softball.
Football, baseball.
Also played football, baseball. But I did actually I learned through that program like how to actually like stand correctly, hit the ball correctly, how to use like what clubs for what distance and all that. So it worked out, but just haven't really stuck with it, honestly. All right, Wendy, tell us.
What?
What are you going to aim for on this shot?
Oh, I'm aiming for white.
You're going for white.
Yeah.
You're going all the way out there for white.
Maybe.
What's your backup plan
The red.
in case the white doesn't work out? The
Red.
You only get 1 point for the red.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
All right.
Gotta be realistic, you know? Realistic and optimistic. I'm under pressure. Under pressure.
All right.
Hey!
Oh.
Where did that go? I don't even...
It's headed to the white.
Is it? You see? Aiming for white.
It just missed the white. It got all the way to the right edge of that white, rolled all the way there, almost went in. If you would have hit it maybe just like 5% harder, that would have been right in the white.
You see? You can do whatever you put your mind to.
All right, folks. This is my best bud, Carl, over here. If you haven't met him yet, we've been friends since, how old were we?
Since I've been born.
Yeah, really little. We've been best buds. All you ladies out there, he is single and available. And he's very successful. Owns his own house, car, he's got a great job. He's single, right? He's available if anybody's interested. You can reach him at ihavenogirlfriend@gmail.com.
I'm sure that's already taken. Something that's off this mat. I'm not sure I'll succeed.
He said something off the mat, and he's not sure if he'll succeed. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, it went up. It's coming down. It's going in the yellow. Ooh. You got 8 points for that. Not too shabby. So you get more points. Oh, it went away. But you get more points the closer you are to the center of the hole. So like the closer to the flag and the further out it goes. So like if you can hit the center of that white one out there, it's like, I think it's like 80 points or something. I've hit it before. You get a lot of points for that. Versus hitting the center of this one's only like 8 points. So it definitely behooves you to try to go for the longer ones if you're playing this particular game style. Austin kept slicing it real bad, so I actually just made a slight correction for him. I helped him out with his hand positioning. And now he's got another hit. No, you got more. Just kind of helped him with his hands and positioning, and then the very next ball he hit was 50 points. He might actually win. Austin, what'd you think of that 50-pointer you got?
I don't know how I got it.
All because of Dad. Dad gave him one.
I don't know how I
Dad
got
gave him
it.
one lesson, and Austin literally got 50 points
Not
in
a
the
lesson,
white.
he just corrected my hands.
Yeah, not even a lesson, like a one sentence. That's
Corrected
not
my
fair.
hands and I was hitting them
Dad
straight.
did that on purpose, only did that with 10 minutes remaining, so no one else can beat him.
You're finally learning, Liu Kang.
Carl only passed me up because of my motivation. I told him to shoot for white twice, and he did it both times. Just because I cheered.
You still
So
got 2 hits.
he's only beating me because of my motivation. I'm a cheerleader.
There's final scores. Oh, Wendy just got another 10-pointer for Candy. So Candy kind of got tired, so she kind of gave up and quit. She's got a couple balls left. But we're all at 20 balls. There's the final score. There we go. I got 256. Woohoo! Carl got middle. Austin got second. Wendy got fourth. Candy is in last. So what everybody think? What'd y'all think?
It was so much fun.
It's so much fun.
Fun?
It's always
loved
fun
it.
when I go.
Overall, the cost ended up being like $75 or something because we got drinks and we stayed for an hour, and it's after 5 o'clock, so it's a little bit more expensive. It's cheaper if you go earlier in the day or like on the weekdays and stuff.
Austin said
Tuesdays it's half off.
Tuesdays is half off.
Yeah,
there you
half,
go.
Half off of like play, but not like drinks stuff.
Yeah.
Just play.
And by the way, it is now raining outside if you can or can't see it. So had we
Okay.
gone somewhere else that was outside, we would have been screwed. So again, it's a good place to come. So there you have it. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Topgolf's a lot of fun. We definitely will come back. You know, we kind of come here every so often. I do have a cheap diving range. We have a cheap driving range that we go to just for like practice and fun. It's a lot cheaper than this, but when it's like a group kind of thing and you just want to have a good time, this is the perfect place because you get a little bit of practice, a little bit of fun, and just hang out with each other. So hope you've enjoyed this episode. We will see you again tomorrow for another brand new episode. So thanks again for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. We will see you again tomorrow. Until then, the Noble Way
It's the easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.